because the next session we start dealing with where we'll open up the imagination, but we're also going to introduce sensation play. Okay, now sensations are a product of the mind. They're not a product of the body. What we call sensations are an interpretation of a neural event. Okay? It's like what I had Ceci up here last time. And I was saying, you know, I touch her on the leg. It could be something as simple as, yeah, bumping into somebody on the metro was the example I used. Okay? Or it could be something that was like mild discomfort. Like, I don't really like being touched. Or it could be something that leads a pathway into ecstasy. It's the same touch, but differing interpretation of that event. That's why we can do things like, one of the most common uses, medical uses of hypnosis is to shut off pain. Okay? I don't like to shut off pain. It is possible to get them to just ignore pain. Just block it out. Okay? And I've only actually done that once myself, to myself. I was doing solo backpacking in Yosemite National Park. I was 4 days off the trailhead and I sprained my ankle. Okay, and I knew that if I didn't get my shit together, I was going to die because I was solo backpacking and I had a limited amount of stuff. And when that stuff runs out, you're just out in the middle of the wilderness with no stuff. Okay, turned into a dead animal. Okay, so what I did was I shut off the pain in my ankle. I wrapped it, shut off the pain, and I walked 4 days back. Okay, and my doctors thought I was insane. And oh, by the way, when I let go of that hypnotic anesthesia, it hurt like a motherfucker, right? Because it all came back. But why was I able to shut it off? Because the sensation pain is an interpretation of the neural event. Okay? But if we can shut it off, actually what I like to do with pain is like change it into heat or pressure. So you realize something is going wrong, but you don't have to feel pain. You just need to slow down and take care of things, right? But if we can take a sensation and turn it off or change it into anything, we can turn anything into anything, right? Including creating pleasure just out of thin air, right? Can you create pleasure in the absence of a neural event? Of course you can, because the neural event triggers the mental process, and because we're all lazy hypnotists because you've been trained by Mark, okay? That means we can just go right to the interpretation and fire that sucker off, okay? And just out of nothing, create ecstasy, bliss, release, pleasure in all its forms. Yeah. So we're going to do this, and we're going to be talking about firing up the imagination, showing you how to go into single events. We'll be doing multiple events and multiple lifetimes simultaneously later this afternoon. We're going to be doing the clearly impossible techniques sometime after 4 or 5. Okay? Because after all, it's the second day. It's about time to get the clearly impossible stuff out of the way. All right? So we can clear it up for tomorrow.